Comfort feels safe. It feels peaceful, predictable, warm. But comfort has a quiet secret that most people never notice. The same comfort that protects you can slowly trap you, not with pain, but with ease. Because the most dangerous financial position in life is not being poor. It's being comfortable enough to stop growing. And the truth is, many people don't stay broke because they lack intelligence, opportunity, or talent. They stay stuck because comfort quietly convinces them that change can wait. Let's talk about the dark side of comfort and why it quietly keeps millions of people from building real wealth. Be the problem. Comfort feels like success. Most people think the opposite of struggle is success, but often the opposite of struggle is simply comfort, and comfort can look very convincing. You have a stable job, your bills are paid, you can afford food, rent, maybe even a few small luxuries. From the outside, life looks fine, nothing feels urgent, nothing feels broken. But under the surface, something important is happening. Your growth has paused. Not because you decided to stop, but because comfort slowly removed the pressure to evolve. And pressure, although uncomfortable, is often the force that pushes people toward financial breakthroughs. Without pressure, most people simply stay where they are. Think about it. When people start businesses, change careers, or build wealth from nothing, it usually begins during moments of discomfort. Moments where staying the same becomes more painful than changing. But comfort removes that tension. And without tension, change rarely happens. You know the psychology of comfort. Our brains are designed to protect us, not to make us wealthy, not to make us ambitious, not even to make us successful. Our brains are designed for one main goal: safety. If your brain sees that your current life is stable, food is available, shelter is secure, the routine feels predictable, then your brain quietly says, "Good, stay here." This is called homeostasis. The human mind always tries to maintain its current state, which means if your financial life is comfortable but not growing, your brain will naturally resist the changes required to improve it. Learning new skills feels tiring, starting a side business feels risky, investing money feels uncertain, and so the mind gently guides you back toward what feels safe. Your routine, your paycheck, your familiar life. Comfort becomes the invisible wall that stops you from exploring what is possible. And the dangerous part is, you don't feel trapped. You feel fine. The silent trap. The real trap of comfort is that it rarely feels like a trap. You wake up, you go to work. You earn money. You relax. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into years. Nothing dramatic happens. No crisis. No urgent alarm. Just quiet stability. But during that time, your financial potential slowly drifts further away, because wealth rarely grows inside comfort. It grows where people are curious enough to try something new, disciplined enough to delay easy pleasures, and brave enough to accept uncertainty. Comfort removes all three. Curiosity fades when life feels good enough. Discipline weakens when nothing feels urgent. And risk feels unnecessary when your needs are already met. So life becomes a cycle. Work. Spend, rest, work. Spend, rest. Not poverty, but not freedom either. Just comfort. A quiet example. Imagine two people. Both earn a similar salary. Both live in the same city. Both have the same opportunities. But their relationship with comfort is different. The first person finishes work, comes home, and relaxes. There's nothing wrong with that. But every evening looks the same. Entertainment, scrolling, comfort. Years pass like this. Life stays stable, but nothing changes. The second person also enjoys comfort, but sometimes they interrupt it. They read about investing. They learn a new skill. They explore an idea for extra income, not every day, not perfectly, but often enough that small progress slowly compounds. 5 years later, their lives look very different. Not because one person worked harder every single day, but because one person challenged comfort just a little more often. Do the shift. Comfort is not the enemy. Now here's the important part. Comfort itself is not the enemy. In fact, comfort is one of the reasons people want wealth in the first place. The goal is not to remove comfort from your life. The goal is to avoid becoming loyal to it. Comfort should be something you visit, not somewhere you permanently live. Because growth always begins just outside it. Sometimes growth means learning something difficult. Sometimes it means starting small. Sometimes it means doing something slightly uncomfortable today, so your future becomes more flexible tomorrow. The people who slowly build wealth understand this quiet balance. They allow themselves rest, but they never allow comfort to become permanent. A reflection, a quiet question. So here's a simple question, not a loud one, not a dramatic one, just a quiet reflection. Pause. Are you comfortable or are you growing? Because those two things rarely exist at the same time for long. If your life feels stable, predictable, and calm, that can be beautiful. But it can also be a signal that it may be time to gently challenge yourself again. Not in a chaotic way, not with extreme risk, just small shifts, learning something new, saving more intentionally, exploring an idea you've been ignoring, asking deeper questions about your future. Growth rarely requires dramatic change. It usually begins with small moments where you step slightly outside the comfort you've grown used to. Comfort is peaceful, but it can also be quietly expensive. Not in money, but in missed potential. Years from now, the greatest financial regret many people feel is not failure. It's realizing they stayed comfortable when they could have grown, so enjoy comfort, rest when you need it. But every now and then, step just a little beyond it, because that small step is often where new opportunities begin. Pause. If this kind of calm conversation about money, mindset, and personal growth resonates with you, consider subscribing to the channel. Each video is a quiet space to think more deeply about wealth, habits, and the psychology behind financial freedom. And sometimes, a single new idea can change the direction of your entire financial future. Thank you for watching.